Students, today let us continue with the problems on the concept of speed. So the sixth problem is a train 100 meters long is running at the speed of 60 kilometers per hour. How long will it take to pass the telegraphic pole standing by the track? So in this question they have given the length of the train, the speed of the train, and they have asked what time is required by that train to pass a telegraphic pole. So to pass the pole we have to suppose this is a pole and there is a train passing. They have asked the time, that is time required by the front of the train to pass this pole till the end of the train is passed. That is nothing but the length. This whole thing is equal to the length of the train itself. So they have given to pass the pole the train has to cover the distance of 100 meters. Sorry, I have written 10, it should have been 100 meters. That is the distance equal to its length. And they have given speed as 60 kilometers per hour, but distance of train is given in terms of meters. Therefore we got to convert speed into meter per second. To convert it we have to multiply by 5 by 18. Therefore you get, when you simplify, 50 by 3 meter per second as the speed of train. Now they have asked time. You know the speed and distance as well, therefore it is easy to calculate time. Therefore the formula for time will be distance by speed. So distance is 100, so speed will be divided by 50 into 3, so the 3 will go to the numerator. You get 300 by 50, which is 6 seconds. Because we have converted into seconds, the final answer should be in seconds. Therefore the train requires 6 seconds to pass the telegraphic pole. So it is, if the pole is here, the train starting from here till the end passes the pole, it requires 6 seconds. Seventh problem is a train 120 meters long is running at the speed of 40 kilometers per hour. How long will it take to pass a platform of 150 meters long? So here the train must travel its own length, that is 120 meters plus whatever is the length of the platform. Therefore in total the distance will be length of the platform plus length of the train. So which is 150 plus 120, you get 270 meters. Therefore the distance to be covered is 270 meters. They have given speed as 40 kilometers per hour. Distance is in terms of meters, therefore convert it. If the distance is in terms of kilometer, no need to convert the speed, you can carry on the calculations as it is. Therefore we get speed as 40 into 5 by 18. So when you simplify, you get speed as 100 meters, 100 by 9 meter per second. Again time is asked, so time will go to the numerator, speed will come to denominator. So distance is 270 meters and speed is 100 by 9, so 9 will go to the numerator. You get 24.3 seconds. Therefore a train requires 24.3 seconds to pass a platform of 150 meters long. So if this is the platform, it is 150 meters long, then the distance of train is 120 meters long. So from here the train to reach till this, it requires 24.3 seconds. So always remember, in this concept of train, calculating distance is very important. It is to be understood. The distance of train also matters. The eighth problem is two trains 145 meters and 155 meters long are running on a parallel rails at a speed of 35 kilometers per hour and 25 kilometers per hour respectively. In what time will they pass each other if they are running in the same direction and if they are running in the opposite directions? So here length of the train, two trains are given, which is 145 and 155 meters respectively, and their speeds is also given, which is in terms of kilometers per hour. and they have asked how much time is required so that they pass each other if they are running in the same direction as well as in the opposite direction. So first we'll calculate the distance to be covered for crossing each other. That is, if one train is moving in this side, we say the other train crosses from time starting it touches the front part till this end, and the first train end is traveled. So this distance we have to calculate. So the distance will be length of the first train plus length of the second train, so which is 145 plus 155, 300 meters. So this is the distance to be covered for crossing each other. So first we will see when they are moving in the opposite directions. So combined speed of the two trains will be, you have to add speed of the first train plus speed of the second train. So we get 60 kilometers per hour. Because we have got distance in meters, we have to convert the speed also in meter per second. So multiply by 5 by 18, we get 50 by 3 meters per second. Therefore speed will be distance by time. We require time, so it is distance by speed. Distance is 300 meters, speed is 50 by 3. Therefore we get 18 seconds. Therefore for two trains to pass each other in the opposite direction, they require 18 seconds. Now we will see when they are moving in the same direction. So first we have the distance remains the same, that is length of the first train plus length of the second train. But when it comes to the speed, remember, if they are moving in the same direction, then we have to subtract the speeds. Because they are moving in the opposite direction, we are adding the speeds, here we are subtracting it. Therefore it is 35 kilometers per hour minus 25, you get 10 kilometers per hour. Convert it into meter per second, we get 25 by 9. Now you can calculate time easily, which is distance by speed. Therefore you get 300 into 9 by 25. Therefore the time required is 108 seconds, or else divide it by 60, you get 1.8 minutes. So here the important thing to remember is the combined speed of two trains. If they are moving in the opposite direction, you have to add both the speeds. If they are moving in the same direction, you have to subtract the speeds, and the distance will be length of the first train plus length of the second train. So the ninth problem is, this is ninth. Two trains 160 meters and 140 meters long respectively are running with a uniform speed on parallel rails. If they pass each other in 6 seconds while running in opposite direction, but take 54 seconds while running in the same direction, at what speeds are the train running? So in this question they have given the length of the train and time taken by the two trains to pass each other when they are moving in the same direction as well as in the opposite direction. With this information they have asked to find out the speed of both the trains. So again, to pass each other, the train must have to cover the distance of 300 meters, because it is length of first train plus length of second train. So 160 meters plus 140 meters, we get 300 meters. Now we can calculate speed when they are moving in opposite direction. We know we have to add the speeds. So speed of first train plus speed of second train, and we are interested to find the speed now. We know that speed is equal to distance by time taken, and where they are running in the opposite direction, time taken is 6 seconds and distance is 300 meters. Therefore speed will be distance by time, we get 300 divided by 6. So it is 300 by 6 meter per second. Now take the first one as equation 1, this as equation 2. Here also we have speed equal to speed of first train plus speed of second train. Here we have speed value to be calculated as 300 by 6. Now we can equate equation 1 and 2 because both the sides we have speed and speed. Therefore in place of this speed, substitute this. Speed of first train plus speed of second train is equal to 300 by 6. So speed is equal to this, we are substituting that value. Therefore speed of first train plus speed of second train will be 50 meters per second. So if you want, you can convert it into kilometers. Meter per second is given, therefore in terms of kilometers it will be 180 kilometers per hour. For the answer you have to multiply with 18 by 5. Now we will see what will be the speed when the trains are moving in the same direction. Therefore speed will be speed of first train minus speed of second train. Take this as equation 3. Now speed is equal to distance by time. Again we know the same, distance is 300, but in this case time taken is 54 seconds. Therefore we get speed as 300 by 54 meter per second. Again equate 3 and 4, we get speed of first train minus speed of second train is equal to 300 by 54 meter per second. Convert it into kilometer, you get 20 kilometers per hour. So consider this equation and this equation. Now let us name it as star and this with double star. Therefore by considering both those equations, that is speed of first train plus speed of second train equal to 180 kilometers per hour, and in the second equation we have speed of first train minus speed of second train equal to 20. We can add these two equations, so this and this will get cancelled, so you get speed of first train plus speed of second train, so it is 2 times of speed of first train equal to 180 plus 20, we get 200. Therefore speed of first train will be 200 divided by 2, this 2 will go in the denominator. We get speed of first train to be 100 kilometers per hour. Now you have got speed of first train, then in either of these two equations you can substitute the speed of first train and solve for the speed of second train. Therefore we can substitute in the first equation, in place of speed of first train substitute 100 kilometers per hour, so 100 plus speed of second train equal to 180, so therefore speed of second train will be 180 minus 100, so we get 80 kilometers per hour. So with the given distance and time taken to travel in the same direction and opposite direction, we got the speed of both the trains. So all type of problems from the concept of speed, time, work are completed. With this we have completed the 5th unit as well as your 4th semester syllabus. Go through the notes, this will be shared in SharePoint soon. And in this concept, remember the formulas for calculating work done per unit time, for speed, how to convert, and what will be the length and the speed when speed of two other objects are given, whether they are moving the same direction or not. And all the problems are very easy and all are of similar kind. Thank you.